Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. Then last we left off, well, Mika has it in her head that we're gonna try and convince Sato to, I guess, make this feature like legitimate, to actually try and put, you know, to try and make it good or great or what. I don't. We'll see. The next day we spoke to Sato-san together. Okay. Sincerely, I'm begging you, Sato-san. Please make your promise to Okada-san a reality. Please turn Mika-chan into a star. Yeah, please make it true. Yeah, right. You guys. I mean, yeah, this is about how I expected it to go. I don't know. Like, I wasn't sure if the trope was gonna hold through and she was gonna manage to convince him or what, or if it'll take time, or if it just, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it embarrassing. I'd just say it's more, yeah, I'd really say it's more like a testament to your damn it, the word was literally right in my head, now it's gone. Your dedication, drive, whatever, one of those, sure. The other manager also bowed his head beside Mika and I. Hey, well, look, we got support. Oh, okay. I shouldn't be laughing, it says. Okay. I'm sorry, Jesus, okay, that's, yeah, that's getting bad, yeah. So it appears we're all in agreement. The problem is, how are we actually going to do that? If it is on a small budget, this is, especially considering that a lot of it has already been recorded, I mean. But by now, the rest of the cast and crew would gather around us as well. For a change. Damn! Depends on how much you eat into the budget, I guess. I suppose that would be the deciding factor if they come down on your heads or not. Potentially, yeah. Please, for the sake of artists everywhere, make Black Opera into a success. That's asking a bit much. It's more like, can we at least try to make it better than what the script is currently? Sato put a cigarette in his mouth and wandered over to the set where the tentacle contraption was still rigged up for the day's shoot. Oh? Okay, he grabbed a fold-up chair and smashed it against the tentacle contraption. KO! There we go, that's the spirit. Metallic bang echoed the set as Sato repeatedly smashed a chair against a steel frame, holding up the rubber tentacles, until finally the unfortunate thing was reduced to a pile of broken pieces on the floor. And justice prevailed! Sato continued to lash out his pin of fierce frustration on the writhing tentacles on the floor, stopping them until they were thoroughly stamped with the imprint of his shoe soles. After satisfactorily taking out his anger on the fake tentacles, he turned to face us with a new fire burning in his eyes. Right, nobody saw a thing, otherwise we'd all be complicit in this. Oh boy, that means crunch time, doesn't it? Yep. You brought this on yourselves. Oh boy. Ellipses. Oh, fuck off. After that, the cast and crew of Black Opera, the live action, worked day and night to make the project a success. The script was being rewritten on the very set moments before the shoots. Luckily, it turned out numerous staff members were already huge fans of Black Opera and already had a strong understanding of the original story. The budding idol cast as the main heroine of the series, no exception, of course. Oh, she's back in her costume. For this scene, Night Song would say something more like nothing, instead of going into an exposition to her motives. In Kurosawa Sensei's works, what remains unsaid is as important as what is spoken. Night Song's primary appeal is her mystery, after all. It's her innate quiet solitude which makes people wonder just what tragedy must have befallen her to cause her to get a scarlet mark. She may be the heroine, but you don't really know much about her until the later chapters. I see. The silent shadow, sad heroine, huh? That certainly does make sense. Pardon me. Oh, good to see you back to normal, Kala-kun. What's up? Please don't let my fans know, but I'm quite a big fan of Black Opera as well. Many people characterize Lightwind as embodying the pent-up anger many men feel against women, but I don't think Kurosawa Sensei intended such a character at all. Despite being at first introduced as a vain and egotistical man at first, you later find out that he genuinely regrets ever getting a scarlet mark. In fact, his folly is that by pledging his life to the Akai Oni to gain the power to seduce any woman, he could never ever be loved again. It's only when he meets Night Song that he realizes there existed a woman who cared for him all along. Thus, I don't think he would ever do such villainous things like trying to rape her with tentacles or anything. I see. So a story of redemption for a man who was lonely from the very beginning, huh? I'm starting to see why so many young people like this work. Certainly sounds like the kind of thing I'd enjoy making. It's been a while since I felt like this. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it already. Let's make this thing the way it was supposed to be. Oh! Battle cry, okay. Alright. I walked home with Mika after another night of shooting. Once again, she was back to her chipper mood and skipping alongside me while humming to herself. Well, that's good, okay. A return to the new normal. Hey, Producer-san. Looks like the show is finally beginning to come together. Homo. It's a lot of work, but honestly, I think I like the show better this way, don't you think? After all, Kurosawa Sensei worked day and night to make Black Opera what it is today. We can't stain the world of Black Opera with a mediocre release, after all. It's really like a dream. Mika? No. To tell the truth, I was in a really bad place once. A bunch of people were picking on me in high school, and I didn't have anyone to back me up. A lot of bad things happened before I ended up a shut-in, and I thought about giving up a lot of times. But Black Opera kept me going, because my worries seem small in comparison to Night Song's struggles, don't they? In the end, Night Song's a tragic heroine who never belonged anywhere. She was abandoned by her people because she was born differently from everyone else. She had to wander by herself for so long until her emotions disappeared. Somehow I felt my own struggles reflected in her story. Or reflected in her story, blah blah blah. Even though it's just a story, I eventually convinced myself it was true. Because even if the events in the manga never happened, I still believe in the message. I'm really glad I got to be Night Song in this production. It's almost like destiny, isn't it? I'd say. I can't let everyone down. After all that Black Opera has done for me, I have to carry this project to the finish line. Yeah. Funnily enough, a long time ago, I was really into manga and anime too. But I guess like Lightwind, I eventually reached the age when I wanted to be noticed for the opposite sex. I realized that being an otaku wasn't considered hot and was forced to hide my interest in such things. I guess Black Opera really is relatable to many young people. In the end, I gave up a part of who I was, just to be able to fit in society. Still, a part of me always loved that subculture, so I ended up returning to it as an idol producer in the end. I think that's what makes working in this industry different from being a salaryman. You can't just survive on money alone. You gotta believe in what you're making. As expected, Producer-san. But we're not anywhere near the finish line yet. We've still got weeks of shooting left, not to mention the PR event for the show coming up soon. Indeed, my schedule's gotten rather hectic lately, but I shall hold strong. For the sake of the black song. Yeah. Hang in there, Mika. Whoa! Or fucking Sunrider. 2 posts for Academy and 1 for Liberation Day. And Harambe. Oh, look, more. God damn, it's fucking everywhere. Jesus Christ. As the air date of the live action's grand premiere approached, we held another handshake event at Akihabara to hype up the fans. So far, so good. The tickets have sold out in merely 2 days, buoying up my hopes that the show is going to be a hit. Okay, then. Mika, this is like the legit costume. Fuck. Mika smiled and laughed along with her fans as the event continued, now the very image of a professional idol. Beside her, Kyle handled equally long line of female fans. A heavy-set man approached Mika and shook her hand over enthusiastically. Oh, it's you. Okay. Hashimoto Mika-sama, it's my honor to meet you. My name is Ogawa Kyosuke. I've been a fan of Black Opera forever. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the show. Indeed, I've been a fan ever since the manga began serializing as well. Ellipses. It looked like the handshake event was proceeding without any problems, but I couldn't let my guard down my guard yet. Recently, there have been a spat of incidents happening at handshake events. While these special events had mushroomed in popularity and driven an unprecedented amount of money for the music industry, they were beginning to attract negative attention as well. Of course, much of the negativity was blown out of proportion. The media always depicted Otaku in a bad light, so whenever a small incident occurred, the papers always blamed the industry as a whole. There was always just a few bad apples giving the rest of us a bad name. I continued my patrols, keeping a vigilant eye on whoever might be here to stir up trouble. Oh no. Another gentleman with long hair shook hands with Mika. Alright. Mika-chan, I'm a big fan of Black Opera. The best of luck for your big television debut. Thank you very much. As a longtime fan of Sylvia Knight's song, I shall do my very best to bring her to life on the television screen as well. In your mini-blog, you said episode 32, when she gains the power of music, is your favorite episode, didn't it? Is it true that Knight's song joining an idol unit influenced your decision to become an idol as well? It's thanks to Knight's song that I stand before you right now. To think Black Opera had such an important influence. Mika-chan, do your very best. Jesus Christ. I won't give up. What the fuck? Hi? What? Unexpectedly, I saw a shadow across the edge of my vision. I spun around and saw a suspicious individual whose face is obscured by a black raised hoodie. He didn't seem like he was in line. Could he have come here to raise trouble? I approached him and spoke in the most authoritative voice I could muster. Pardon me, but can I confirm your ticket for this event? Ticket? This is a ticketed event, sir. If you don't have one, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the event floor. Ellipses. Whatever, I'm leaving. With that, he ran out, pushing a bunch of guys in line in front of him out of the way. Get out of my way! Oi! Who was he? Just a random guy trying to sneak in? Some people already had no sense of decency. Having kicked the trespasser out, my job here was finished. I resumed my patrol, keeping my eyes out for any more troublemakers. Okay, then. The rest of the event passed without any further problems. We left the event space and went outside for a ride back to the office. It's gotten pretty cold. I looked up into the winter sky. Got that right. The end of the year's here. So much has happened. People really do count time as a measure of all things they've experienced, huh? I feel like I've been producing Starnova for a decade now. I mean, in reality, it's been less than a year. I was a totally different person around this time last year. It's really amazing how much I've changed. I guess I produced Son to thank for that. I was the chuny shut-in, and yet you let me in your idol group, and even made me the sinner. Nobody's ever believed in me before. Even my own parents figured I'd be a human failure for the rest of my life. And to tell the truth, I didn't believe in myself either. Everything I ever did seemed to go wrong somehow. No matter what it was, I felt like I always managed to fumble and let my chances slip through my fingers. I stopped believing in myself entirely and just hid in my apartment, too scared to do anything. But you know, it's times like that when anime saved me. Otherwise, I would never have tried to re-enter society again. You could say, in the end, my desire to become Night Song was too strong to resist for too long. Mika, you really have grown a lot in the past year, haven't you? I feel like I've learned more in my year of being an idol than I have the whole rest of my life. All you had to do is find something you were passionate about. I know a lot of people who don't do well in school who find a job they really love and then suddenly they become amazing. As a producer, I'm glad that you're happy. Laughter. Yes. Happy times. Mika lowered her head and closed her eyes in expectation. Not here, Mika. Too many people would see. Producer San's a meanie. He's also worried about his image. Hey, it's for your own good. Oh, it'd be really bad if rumors began to spread that you were in love with your producer. That's the exact sort of story the tabloids would go berserk over. I don't even want to imagine the amount of trouble it would raise. Oh no. Just then, the cab ride to take us back home. Here it is. Let's get in before you catch a cold. Mika absentmindedly looked out the window as he rode the cab back to Mika's apartment. Hey, Producer-san. Yeah? Do you think Mika has appeal? Eh? What are you asking? Of course I do. Truckloads of appeal. All your fans love you and you're the center of Starnova. In fact, I don't even know why you'd be asking me this right now. It's the first time I ever felt like I have appeal too. Maybe I'm just a spoiled idol now. But lately I feel like I've gotten just a little bit prettier. Of course, Mika. Well, you were plenty pretty to begin with, so there's no need for you to doubt yourself. It makes me happy to hear Producer say that. Okay. While it was true that a producer could end up spoiling his talents too much praise, I felt like Mika was in need of more affirmation compared to the girls. That is true, yeah. After all, she wasn't cut from the usual idol stock. Usually, girls send up to be idols with some pre-existing confidence about their looks and abilities. However, for Mika, I felt like she became an idol seeking to change herself. Do you think you're where you wanted to be when you decided to become an idol? I hope I've met your expectations as a producer. To tell the truth, I never expected any of this. Becoming popular, being selected the center, being cast as Night Song. I don't know what I wanted when I decided to be an idol. I think I would have been plenty satisfied just dancing in the back before a small audience of supporters. Besides, I don't think my expectation to produce Son is really like that. What am I saying? Mika? Something the matter? Mika once... Just then the cab came to a stop. Oh, looks like we're here. You worked hard today. Here, you've earned this. I reached over and gave Mika a good rub on the top of the head. However, Mika didn't seem satisfied by it anymore. She wants something more than merely... No, okay, I'm not going there. Eh? Did you graduate from Pahu Pahus now too? That's not it. That's not it at all, Producer Son. Anyways, it's gotten really late now. I better be getting home myself. Have a good night, Mika. With that, I shooed Mika out of the cab before it got more awkward. Ellipses. Hey, producer. See ya. Poor Mika. Good night, Producer San. With that, I closed the door of the cab shut. Mika waved and turned around for her apartment as I was driven away. Ugh, that was close. I never knew how dangerous the big round eyes of a maiden were. Whew, I felt my heart rate accelerate like I was climbing up a huge roller coaster. You speak properly. So this mean that Mika had a crush on me, your producer? Well, I guess something like that was a man's romance after all. Alright. Now I'm just inventing words. But when I also said that it was a relationship I couldn't enter into. After all, she was an idol and I was a producer. We already know from one route that we've been that will happen, that can absolutely happen to you, you motherfucker. Mika had a shining career ahead of her, giving hope to millions of lonely guys out there in this universe. As a producer, I had no right to take that dream away and force her to give up becoming a star idol all for my sake. Anyways, we were all grown-ups now. I wasn't a stupid teenager with big romantic dreams of finding true love or something anymore. Now I was old enough to understand that these things didn't always work out. Mika had to focus on her path to success, and I had to focus on mine. Those are two roads. Those two roads are parallel to each other, but can never intersect. For that was the greatest rule for a budding idler and her producer. Besides, I had quit Golden Calf because I hated working alongside shady producers who preyed on the naivety of young girls who thought they were pretty and in love. Guys like that just use girls like tissue paper and toss them away once they're done with them. I can never treat Mika like that. But really? Ugh. I folded my arms to hide my head and closed my eyes. It would have been nice if we had met in some other place in time. Back in the studio. Oh boy, meanwhile. Right, well, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.